I told my sugar daddy's wife about our arrangement, so I've had a sugar daddy for about a year. I know how it sounds, but I was drowning in student loans and bills while serving at Applebee's. My friend would tell me about her sugar daddy and was like, he has a friend named Owen who's looking for something super casual. I was skeptical, but I started texting him and honestly, he was chill. Paid off my credit cards the first month, covered my rent, and never pushed for anything weird. Just someone to text about his thoughts and when his job stressed him out. Easy money. But then last week, my mom calls me crying, begging me to come to my Aunt Martha's wedding. I haven't talked to that side of the family in 3 years since they called my mom a gold digger during the divorce. But whatever, it's one day, I can fake nice. I show up to the rehearsal dinner at this nice venue, walk into the private room, and then the complete unexpected. I see my baby daddy Owen, in a tux, holding my aunt's hand. My actual sugar daddy is marrying my aunt. He sees me and his face goes white. I literally cannot move. My mom's asking why I look sick and he's just staring at me. He corners me by the bathroom and I'm trying to explain that we need to stop this, that I can't do this with my aunt even if I don't like her, but he cuts me off. Your mom thinks you're working extra shifts at Applebee's, right? Want me to tell her about your real income? Then he transfers me $9,000 while I'm standing there and goes, that's triple, just get through this weekend. The wedding was the next day. I sat in the back row trying to be invisible, but during the vows when he said forsaking all others, he looked directly at me. My aunt was crying about God's plan and he's making eye contact with me. After the ceremony, while my aunt was taking pictures, he texted me, you looked beautiful today. That dress is nice. Is it new? I wanted to puke. I didn't respond. At the reception, my aunt made this huge speech about waiting for the right man, how she'd been cleansed after her first divorce, and how Owen proved that good Christian men still exist. Mid-speech, he texts me, I wish you were in her place. I got up to leave and my mom grabbed my arm asking where I was going. 3 days later, there's a family brunch after church. He sits directly across from me. My aunt's showing pictures of beaches while he's playing footsie with me under the table. I move my legs uncomfortably and he texts, don't be rude. My cousin asks why I look pale. Owen goes, you should eat something, and puts food on my plate, his hand lingering on my shoulder. My aunt thinks it's sweet. A week later, my mom tells me Aunt Martha invited us to dinner to celebrate their 1-week anniversary. I try to get out of it, but my mom says Martha specifically requested me because Owen thinks you're such a good influence on their daughter Ava. Ava, who's 16 and wears a purity ring. He answers the door while Martha's cooking, pulls me into a hug that lasts way too long and whispers, I've missed you. Here's the thing, our arrangement was never supposed to be physical, ever. He wanted someone to talk to, send good morning messages, someone who'd listen to him complain about work. That was the whole deal. Then during dinner, I get up to use the bathroom. He follows me down the hall, pushes me against the wall under their family portrait, and says, I know you want this too, stop pretending. EW. His hands are on my waist, and I can smell his cologne mixed with my aunt's perfume. I push him off and say I'm done, I'll tell her everything. He laughs. Tell her you've been taking money from men online. See who she believes, her godly husband or her niece who's living in sin. I gulp. The next morning he texts, your aunt's going to her prayer group Thursday night. Come over or I'll tell everyone who you really are. I read the message and decided, screw it. I drove straight to Aunt Martha's house. She was alone, folding laundry with worship music playing. I told her everything, showed her the screenshots, the Venmo payments, the texts from that morning. She sat there reading through it all, her face getting paler. Then she looked up at me and started laughing. Oh, sweetie, you think these fake screenshots will break up my marriage? Owen warned me about this, said you've been obsessed with him since you met at the wedding. What? Martha, literally look at the dates. I don't need to look at anything. You're sick. Pursuing a married man and then creating this elaborate story when he turned you down? You need Jesus or therapy. Definitely both. Their daughter Ava DM'd me that night. He does it to me too.